Hey guys, I'm Randy. Welcome back to RP Tactical. Today we have part 2 of our 380 auto self-defense round testing. In part 1, we go over critical defense by Hornady and spare gold dot. So if you guys didn't check that out, I'll have the link in the description box below. Go check out part 1 where we go over the results of that. But today we're going to go over the testing of SMB. We got SMB XRG. When we have the SIG Sauer V-Crown, we have federal Hydra-Shok. So we did all those testings and we'll go over that in a minute. But first I want to ask you guys to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. All that stuff helps us out. And going over my analytics, I noticed almost 93% of my viewers are not subscribed. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. All that stuff really helps us out to fight against YouTube shadow banning our content and suppressing the 2A movement. So all that stuff really goes a long way. So make sure you do that. Now onto the video. Now, like I said, in part 1, we did go over the critical defense and the spare gold dot 380 auto, and you could use this as a reference for all 380 auto pistols. But in particular, we're talking about the ones that work and operate as it should in the Bodyguard 2.0 from Smith & Wesson. And this is clear. All right, it's all clear. Oh, safety's on. All clear. But me, myself, personally, I do run with the critical defense by Hornady. I don't know if you'll zoom in. But that is what I load up and what I carry with. If you guys haven't seen part 1 of this video, let's just do a really quick recap of how the results turned out for the spare gold dot and the Hornady. Let's go take a look at that.
Previously on RP Tactical.
I have 2 mags loaded up, 10 of the gold dot, 10 of the critical defense, but we're going to start out with the gold dot. Load it up, try to chamber around, and then that happens. The gun jams right there, and it was unfortunate because everything was going so smooth all day long. So I cleared it, I cleared the jam, released the mag, loaded back up, and let's try this again. And again it happened. Now I'm in total disbelief. I had to show you guys because I'm like, nah. Everything was going great all day long. I already shot over 200 rounds out of this gun from before. I shot about 50 rounds today with no kind of malfunctions or hiccups along the way. So I couldn't believe what was going on. I loaded back up. I cycled through. I made sure the slide was working as intended and decided to go again. Now you're going to see with this, all right, everything worked great. And these 10 went through with no problems. But still, the next 10 that I fired after this, I did have one in between, like the 5th shot that happened to, the same problem. So, nah, it's just not for me. So as you can see from that quick recap, the spare gold dot is a no-no. It doesn't, not to take away from them. They're a good brand. It wouldn't be #1 in law enforcement if they sucked. So they're a good brand. It just doesn't function right and cycle properly inside of the Bodyguard 2.0. Now I know a lot of people out there that left comments stating that you're supposed to deal with that, you polish the 2-piece feed ramp right there, the ledge in between. But I'm not doing all that. I mean, that's why we do the test. That's why we do all of the tests and everything, so that we know what runs right. Like the Hornady critical defense. This thing, I had over 60 rounds with this. By this point, I have over 80 rounds with this and not one malfunction. Not one malfunction. So I am happy, content, and I'm satisfied with those results. That's why I load up with Critical Defense by Hornady. Now, I'm not sponsored by any of these stuff. I'm just giving you guys the results and the facts and my personal opinion. So you could take it and do what you want with it and come to your own conclusion. Now, with that being said, let's go over the results from the testing of the SMB. Now, let's take a look at that up close and personal. This is the SMB here, and you can see how that is hollowed out. Now the SMB goes for $18 a box of 25. You can see that there. That's how much it is in my area. In your area or online might be a little different, but this is 77 grains and 1,115 feet per second. That is that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results from that testing. So here we loaded up 3 mags of the SMB XRG. That's a total of 30 rounds, and all of them ran the same way. All 30 rounds cycled properly, had pretty good accuracy. Everything ran smoothly with this particular brand. So no complaints here. So that's the conclusion of the SMB. Now, let's take a look at the V-Crown by SIG Sauer. This is $22.50 a box of 20. It is 90 grain and 980 feet per second. So this right here is a close-up of that. You can see that it's hollowed out with some kind of mercury or silver inner part. But let's go ahead and take a look at the results from that testing. And here we go. We have the SIG Sauer V-Crown, and just like the SMB, we loaded up 3 mags, total of 30 rounds, and same results. Everything cycled through properly, no malfunctions, everything ran smooth. And on to the next one. I have no complaints with either one of these. So that's the results from the SIG Sauer V-Crown. Now let's take a look at the Hydra-Shok by Federal. Hydra-Shok by Federal is, it doesn't really say. It doesn't say, but it's 99 grain, and I think with 99 grain it would be somewhere about 1,000 to 1,200 feet per second. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but it really doesn't say it on the box. But that's what it is. Now let's take a look at the bullet itself. Look at that flower. That thing is beautiful. Look how that mushrooms out. Well, it's in now, but I'm pretty sure it mushrooms out really good just by taking a look at that. Yeah, that thing is nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results. And now we have the Federal Hydra-Shok. And unlike the previous 2 brands, this one had issues galore. I mean, I couldn't even get through the first magazine. The very first round was a failure to feed. It wouldn't load in the chamber. Then I cleared it out, put it back in there. It seemed fine. I let off the first 8 shots. Those first 8 rounds went through smoothly, no hiccups. But then the 9th one got hung up in there. It had a failure to eject. The shell casing stayed inside of the chamber. So I didn't even bother with the rest of it. That's a no-go for me. So there you have it with the Federal Hydra-Shok. So there you have it. That's the testing of 5 different brands of 380 Auto that's being shot out of the Bodyguard 2.0 from Smith & Wesson. I'm talking about this gun particularly. Some of these stuff might operate and function different with other 380 Auto pistols, but this is just a comparison for the Bodyguard 2.0. Now, with that being said, and the testing and the video, you guys can come up with your own conclusion on what you want to run. And if you want to go ahead and polish that feed ramp for your favorite ammo brand or whatever the case is. Me, I'm not doing that. I want to leave it the way it is. If that was the case and nothing ran good, then I'll be sending this back to Smith & Wesson. However, I found that I'm comfortable with Critical Defense by Hornady. This thing, like I said, it runs good. It have no malfunctions, and over 80 rounds, almost even, it could be even over 100 rounds, but I'm not sure. I usually make better notations of this stuff as I shoot it, but I got a little carried away. Sometimes I like to go and just have fun and not write down anything or video anything. I just want to go have fun. So it could be over 100. No malfunction, 0. It's like ballpoint ammo or whatever. Speaking of that, we have been shooting for testing and, you know, fun purposes. We have been shooting these two particular brands with no malfunctions. This is Range Dynamics by Fiocchi, and this is regular ballpoint ammo, as well as we've got some Winchester white box here, and this is a flat nose. So ballpoint ammo and flat nose runs perfectly out of mine. I've been hearing some crazy stuff. I'm just giving you my own experience. But these two calibers, these two brands run flawlessly in my Bodyguard. You guys let me know for self-defense. Like I said, I run the Hornady Critical Defense. So you guys let me know your opinion of the testing. Let me know what you guys run. Have you had any better luck with any different brands? Now, as the different brands appear in different shops that I go to, I will be, and if I could get enough of different brands, another 2 or 3, there will be a part 3 to this video. So be on the lookout for that if I could get my hands on the ammo. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys use, what you guys run with. Do you look for self-defense ammo, or are you running regular FMJ ballpoint ammo or flat nose in your Bodyguard 2.0? That's going to do it for this one. Guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and let me know in the comment section below what you think about the testing and what it is that you run. Which brand do you run and you feel comfortable with inside of your Bodyguard 2.0? All right, guys, stay blessed, stay safe, or be dangerous. Peace out.